Stocks maintaining their upward momentum today following the first back-to-back gains of the month. Yesterday's rally sparked by White House plans to delay those auto tariff decisions, erasing big losses early in the session, adding to this morning's positive sentiment. Walmart and Cisco each posting quarterly earnings beats. Jim, let's break down Walmart first. U.S. comps up 3.4, e-commerce up 37, even as they do talk about tariffs potentially adding to the price of goods.
Right. I do think that Ken Langone in Squawk Box had some great comments. They're not going to lose their everyday low price status. When you talk with them a little bit behind the scenes, what you come up with is that we're making too much of the tariffs in terms of how they're going to impact both the consumer and the company. The stock is right. Walmart stock is up because they're not going to be able to, let's say they're going to keep the price of groceries as low as possible. That is a big come on. And I think that I'm not saying that tariffs don't matter. I am saying that they are not going to hurt the shareholders. And I do not think the consumer is really going to see it, other than the fact that they had to say something about it on their call.
You know, Jim and Carl, of course, I mean, the multiple already has sort of re-rated to a certain extent more recently as a result, I guess, of that rebound we've seen in comps and obviously, most importantly, e-commerce growth. Just to put a couple of other things out there, what the gross margins were up 6 basis points. That's the first positive inflection, I think, in 2 years. They had, freight was better in terms of costs, improved margins on e-commerce, and of course that was up 37%, their e-commerce revenues, which was more or less in line with what people had been anticipating.
They're pulling away. I mean, that's the way I look at it. There's Amazon, there's Walmart, and then there's another tier below it. You can probably put Costco in that top tier, but wow. I mean, these numbers are really impressive. We could sit here and we can talk about what the tariff is going to do to their profitability, or we can listen to what they say, which is very similar to what Cisco said last night, which is, okay, listen, there's going to be some impact. Cisco actually said the impact already occurred. But I just think that this Walmart number is just spectacular. And if we belabor the tariffs, we're going to miss the big picture, which is that people are going to Walmart more than ever, and their e-commerce offering is on fire. They're really delivering, and it's paying off for them.
If you were going to nitpick, some said the margin reflects obviously higher labor and a bigger online mix, Jim, which tends to have lower margins. And once again, I mean, the comps 3-4 are decent, but for the fifth straight quarter, they made it up on ticket rather than traffic.
Well, I mean, I look at the situation and I say they are very forward. You're going to see a mix, let's say a year from now, that is going to make it so that they're the cheapest and the fastest. And so people are betting on that. It's kind of like what I'm looking at with Walmart is a lot of people are saying, you know what, they've got the edge on everyone. So if you look out a year from now, they're going to offer the everyday low price because they have a lot more power. They're going to keep groceries the lowest in the country. So they're going to win the race. So I think that the strength in the stock is somewhat because of the great comp, but also a recognition that if they keep at this pace, holy cow, no one can keep up with them other than Amazon.
Yeah, in terms of the color out of the commentary, shout-outs for things like private label food. Penetration up there, up 150 basis points. Pets, I think, pet category got a shout-out by Macmillan. And then number of stores with pickup, 2,450 versus, what, 800 Whole Foods out there?
Right.
And nearly 1,000 with same-day delivery. So
yeah,
the numbers actually at this point.
The numbers are large.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, they did talk about, obviously, currency continuing to be something of a headwind, Jim. That will continue. The market doesn't pay attention to that?
It's funny you say that because we're going back and forth. They think that's the thing to focus on, not tariffs. That's the thing that could hurt them. And I think that when I say we're making too much of tariffs, I'm saying versus other issues. And the currency is just, God, it just keeps hurting everybody. Can you imagine what would happen if the currency were to change? These numbers would explode, but no one's saying that could happen. But currencies, it should be more of a focus, tariff a little less.